joined a dating reality show, and the crew asked if I'd ever been in love.
She
The
was
crew
too
then
clingy.
interviewed
So
have you ever been in love? Bai
pitifully
answered.
So I got
The
jumped.
internet
They
exploded.
started
Digging
who the
into-
ungrateful ex-boyfriend
I
of the
quietly
actress
backed
was,
away.
trying to be invisible.
When I received an invitation to a dating reality
didn't
show,
want to go.
way too
Only
much
after
money.
I arrived,
My
did I
ex-girlfriend,
realize
Bai
the rumor
Ningbing,
of a boyfriend
was
the
there
two had
also
just
there.
worked together
Their
on a
romance
hit
in the
drama.
show was epic and
Netizens
moving.
shipped
As for
them
me,
like
Fang
crazy.
Yuan,
I had
no matter what I
but a
did,
handsome
I was
face.
destined to be
Xiaofeng
scolded
set me up
for it
many
many
times.
times.
I
The
was the
moment
malicious
Xiaofeng
male
saw me,
supporting
his
role
smiled
made
at
me
me.
sick.
I didn't
Brother
expect you to
Feng
come
Yuan.
too.
Why didn't you tell
I
me?
dodged his hand.
I walked away bluntly.
There are
I'm
plenty
not
of
your
things
dad.
you
I have
don't
to
know.
report
He
everything
froze
to
his
you.
eyes,
I
immediately
didn't care how
reddened
he
with
reacted.
grievance.
Mess with me this
After
time.
everyone
Bai
arrived,
Ningbing
him
decisively
stood
took
beside
the
him
live
to
stream
smile.
again.
As soon as viewers saw them,
Best
compliments
actress Bai
filled
and
the
Feng
chat.
have to
Looked
be
so
together.
good together.
But
Why
not
did Bai
forever.
Ningbing keep
Her
looking
gaze
at me?
made me
At the
panic.
start of the show, I don't
He
know what
actually
possessed
asked
the
us to
director.
open our
By
suitcases.
instinct, I asked,
Netizens
what about the guy's
didn't care
privacy?
about comments
I
they
really
had
want to
wild.
see
What
what Feng
cute
Feng brought.
things did
I
Feng
want
Feng
to
pack?
see what Best Actress
Crawling
Bai
in the
brought.
dark,
I
screaming.
nobody else looked surprised.
I instantly
this
understood.
segment had been planned
But
in
Xiaofeng
advance,
and I were in the
and
same
no one
company.
had told
Before
me anyone else could speak.
had already
I'm
opened
happy to
his
share my
suitcase.
Since
we're on love obsession,
we should show all of ourselves
Don't
to
you
the
agree?
audience, right?
Brother
He
Feng
smiled
Yuan, I
innocently.
sneered.
Then
In my
he
heart,
began showing
this
what he
is
brought.
my
I like
fluffy
They're
pajamas.
so cute. My
As
pajamas are
expected,
adorable.
our Feng
Look
Feng
how
is
open
such
and
a
honest
sweet
boy
boy.
Feng is.
Too
These
shameful
are
to
my
show. As
skincare
refined
products.
boys,
We must take
our
good
Feng
care
Feng
of
is
ourselves.
so
I love
thoughtful.
Feng Feng so much.
Who wouldn't like such a cute boy?
Then his face reddened.
He hurriedly hid something
Blushing
behind
and
his
stammered.
back.
Maybe don't look at
let
this.
that
The director's
curiosity go?
eyes lit up. Only then
And
did he
he
bite his
coaxed
lip
for
and take it
ages.
out.
I prepared this for
pretentiously,
myself,
and
not for
explained
anyone
softly.
else.
He held was a stomach warming
everyone
patch.
knew.
Ningbing often got stomach
Because
aches.
filming kept her
Wow,
from
that's
eating
for
on
Best
time.
Actress
Feng
Bai
Feng
right.
is such
What's
a
there to
silly
hide?
little
This is
sweetheart.
all his love
My
for
chef
Best
is
Actress
real.
Bai.
Confirmed.
Remarkable.
Am I
Announce
the
it
only one who
already.
thinks
If
he's
it was
fake?
really
He could
for
have shown it
himself,
openly.
why put on this
Any
act?
doubts
were instantly
fans
drowned
chose
out.
to ignore
Xiaofeng
them.
rummaged through
Online,
his entire
everyone
suitcase,
glanced
praising
at me
him.
smugly.
I curled my lip
Then
indifferently.
his eyes were
Bai
like a
Ningbing,
puppy
asking
didn't even
for
she looked
praise.
past
I
him
quickly
at me.
lowered my
We
head
had
and
already
pretended
broken
not
up.
to see. Killing
Yet
me.
netizens
Still
didn't
looked at me
care who
like
she
that.
was
Took
looking at.
screenshots
They
and called it
insisted
an
on
affectionate
snapping the
case.
Bing
The
Feng
director
couple.
pointed
I had
the
no
camera
choice but to
outside.
open my
Were only
suitcase.
a few
Simple
pieces
skin
of
chargers
clothing and plenty of
As for
snacks.
underwear,
Those in a separate pouch.
Luckily,
I'd always
shrank my
had
neck.
that
I
habit.
wondered
if my agent
would
would
scold
scold
me
me
to
to
death.
death.
Snacks.
Only
His
use
skin
toner
is
and
put on
lotion
show on
so
purpose,
fake.
right?
He was talking about
Is he trying
privacy
to sell a
earlier.
beauty persona?
Who
I'm
brings
dying.
a whole suitcase
So
of snacks
fake.
to a dating
Fang
show?
Fang,
I
the
didn't
real
know one
one.
suitcase had gotten me
words
scalded
like
again.
pretentious
That I
and
hadn't made a fool
hypocritical.
of myself.
Finally,
It was
Xiaofeng
was
was
visibly
her
also
unabashed.
very smiled and pulled
I
out
didn't
several bags
expect
of chocolate.
I like
this
it
brand
too.
of chocolate.
One
suitcase full
and
of
one
snacks.
person
Why
who
does
likes
this chocolate
sisters.
shippable?
Don't
Ship
ship
randomly.
everything.
I
I
only
only
Bai
hurt you.
Ningbing chocolate
Please.
was what I liked.
She didn't eat chocolate
The
at all.
host excitedly
Best
asked
Actress
her, Bai.
Why
She
did you
smiled
bring
at
two
her
bags
gaze
of
seemed to
chocolate?
drift toward me. I
Someone
specially
likes
brought
it.
it for him. The
Whoa,
chat
those
exploded.
Best
This is too much
Actress
love.
must
I
be
like
Xiaofeng.
Xiaofeng.
Their eyes are
They just
packed
filmed
with
the drama
luminous
together.
red.
Xiaofeng
Xiaofeng,
said,
stop flattering
there are
yourself.
so many male
Xiaofeng,
guests
move
here. Look at the
closer.
chocolate in her hand
Covering
and a
his
coy
mouth.
voice.
In surprise.
So Sister Bing
What a
likes this
coincidence.
chocolate
I like
too.
it too.
Silently stuffed
She
the
replied
chocolate
flatly.
back into
Best
the suitcase.
Actress Bai
Don't
must
you
be
know,
embarrassed.
only real couples
If they weren't
act
real,
like this.
she'd at least
The
be
comment
polite.
above kind of
Haven't
makes
you
sense.
noticed?
Fang Yuan's twigs
So what?
also
He's
had
just trying to
chocolate.
ride the
Nothing
Bing Feng
else
couple's
special
popularity.
happened
Trending
next.
searches
The hashtags
exploded.
were
Xiaofeng
all and Bai Ningbing
Fang Yuan
have the
writes
same
the
height.
height.
Next to cloud
For
chase.
convenience,
Our
Bai
rooms
Ningbing
were
Bai
on the
Ningbing
second floor
looked
of the
like she was
hotel.
struggling
Seeing
with
that,
her suitcase.
Xiaofeng immediately
Let me help
went
carry
over
your suitcase.
tenderly.
It looks pretty heavy.
Xiaofeng was
He
full of
reached out to
eagerness.
take Bai Ningbing's
But
suitcase.
Bai Ningbing turned
She
sideways
firmly
and
said,
avoided him.
"No
Feng
need."
Yuan will help
Standing
me. Nearby, I heard Bai
secretly
Ningbing's
Xiaofeng's
face. He awkwardly
stiffened, but
waved
still
his
said
hand.
unwillingly,
Fang
Mr. Bing
can barely
let me do
handle
it.
his
Bai
own
Ningbing
suitcase.
glared at Xiaofeng and said,
I said no.
Fang Yuan can do
After
it.
seeing that, Bai Ningbing
and
pushed the
signaled me
suitcase
with
her
her
eyes
to
I
take
looked
it.
at Xiaofeng
Then I
proudly.
followed Bai Ningbing
I followed
toward her
behind
room.
Bai
The
Ningbing
rooms were
with
just
some
headache.
reason.
After making me carry her luggage,
Xiaofeng
she
stood
stood
there
there
with a dark
dark
expression.
expression.
Saw this, they started wildly cursing
I carried
me
the
online
suitcase
again
with her
into
back
Bai
to the
Ningbing's
camera.
room.
Ningbing curled her
In the
lips
past,
at me
whenever
with
she
an
looked like
ambiguous
this,
look.
she would
I
hard
still
pass
had
on me.
no resistance to that
swallowed
suddenly.
just as
she
I was
turned
about to
around
chase
and
her out
laughed.
gracefully.
I was overthinking it.
After packing
we had
my
to go
luggage
downstairs
for
after
the
lunch. hallway.
segment.
Xiaofeng saw me and came straight
He
over with
smiled
the cameraman.
gently and
Yuan,
innocently.
can I stay in the
I
same room with
silently
you?
avoided
Sorry,
his
I
hand.
prefer living alone.
Brother Feng Yuan,
Xiaofeng's
do you
eyes
disagree?
immediately
He stood
filled
there
with
as
tears.
if he had
Netizens
been
also
worried.
that Fengbao is willing to stay with
appreciate
you.
it.
Don't think
Better.
you're some big
How
star.
dare you give
I didn't
Fengbao
care what
attitude.
netizens
I was already
said.
a rude
No matter
anyway.
what I
had
said,
been
it was wrong.
You know,
yet
more
you
than
still
once.
ask.
He obviously
I replied
froze
mercilessly.
aggrievedly.
We're all
I
friends.
just wanted to
Push
get
me
closer
downstairs
to
and
you.
you
Still call us
You're
friends?
really
He
something.
clearly didn't expect me to
I
be so
had
blunt.
already
I
stopped
scolded
caring.
either
No
way.
one listened
I
to
believe
explanations.
brother must not
I gave
have
the camera
meant
a
it
meaningful
last time.
smile.
Then I turned and said,
I go
"Don't
crazy
room with me."
and
Xiaofeng's
hit people
face
at night. His
instantly
act
turned
I
pale.
didn't care if his fans went mad, nor whether the company would
Ningbing
come
also
after
opened
me.
her
She
door,
smiled
afraid
like
she
a
would
blooming
pounce on me.
flower.
I went around her and ran.
Weakly sought comfort from
Bai
Bai
Ningbing
Ningbing.
ignored
Then she followed
him
after
too.
netizens were all defending
What is
Xiaofeng.
this? Someone like Feng Yuan get out of
Why
the
is he
entertainment
always
industry?
feeling
Last time
Feng
he
and
pushed
Feng
Feng.
didn't
Now
even
he's
hold
acting
it
so
against him.
actress
Bai
Is she
chased
going to
after
make
him.
Feng Yuan pay
Best
for
actress
Feng?
Bai
I quickly
really
ran
dotes on
downstairs.
other guests.
I
I
silently
already
found the
arrived
very
for this
edge
variety
and stood
show
there.
after
I
Bai
just
Ningbing
wanted
to
to
be
be
invisible.
side.
She
Why
also
is
squeezed
best
over actress Bai.
I don't
standing
understand.
next
Is she
to
trying to
Feng
get
Yun.
justice for
Why do I feel
Xiaofeng?
something
But it
soft?
didn't matter.
Soon, the director forcibly
Men and
shuffled
women
the
stood
teams
in
in
two
two
opposite
opposite
rows.
rows.
Stage
As for me,
opposite
and
Xiaofeng.
forced me to
me
stand
over.
I
I
really
really wanted to ask the
left.
director. The world isn't
Xiaofeng
chaotic
stared
enough.
at Bai Ningbing
He had
with
fallen for Bai
infatuated
Ningbing
eyes.
during
Who
their
would be
last
moved by
collaboration.
such a
Unfortunately,
perfect
that
woman?
drama had no
Which
kiss
was a
scenes or
huge
intimate
the host
scenes.
began asking
When it was my
questions
turn,
from one
asked,
side.
Teacher
I
Feng
answered
Yuan,
honestly.
have you
She
ever
was
been
yes.
since we
Sweet.
broke up? Sure enough,
Immediately
no one
asked
cared
that
if I
person,
dated
have you ever
Bai
been that
Ningbing.
laughed at
Before
me
saying
casually.
he was too
I
cold
got
to me.
dumped.
The whole
Who
internet
on
excluded
earth was
dared
it?
to
Stop
Bai
Bai
Ningbing.
Ningbing.
Oh my god!
If I were her boyfriend, I'd cling
And someone
to her
actually
polite.
liked her. I feel
wrong.
it too.
Why does it feel like Best
The
Actress
host's
Bai
eyes,
is
she
talking
can
about
read
anyone?
whether they're in or outside
In
the
the
industry. Are they here today?
They're
She
here.
glanced at me
The
again.
director nearly jumped with
actress
excitement.
Bai's
This was
ex-boyfriend was on
explosive.
this show.
Then
I'm
Teacher
transferring
Bai,
shifts.
also
The
for
chocolate
him.
she
He
raised
brought
her
today.
brows.
Of course,
especially
I
had
don't
it flown
use
into
tea
him.
today, sisters.
The only
Who
one
is it?
Best
And
Actress
Bai
Bai
has
has worked
worked
chocolate
chocolate
here.
here.
Feng Yuan likes it
I'm
too.
deliberately
Best
shipping
Actress
Feng
Bai,
Yuan
I
helplessly
helplessly
wanted to
carry
the
the
reason we broke up
suitcase.
was
And
that she
so
was too
clean.
beautiful.
Who would
I
have
thought
taken
I
it?
was the
I
one who
have
confessed
secretly
after
loved her for
graduating
3
high school.
years.
I
I'd
left
never
my
see her
hometown.
again.
I simply wrote her a
Whether
letter
she
confessing my
responded or
feelings.
not,
I would have no
after
regrets.
she never
What
replied,
I expected without
was
a
that
trace.
I was
saw
honestly
her again at
confused.
art school. She
Excellent.
should have only gotten into
I
this
didn't
art
know
school
why she had come to
after
this.
that. I kept
Because she hadn't
avoiding her
responded
as
to my
afraid.
letter.
Until one
would be
day,
awkward.
someone confessed
It was
to
a
me.
huge
I
scene.
didn't. There was
Except
no room in
after
my
the
heart
crowd
for
referred
anyone
to
else.
me on the
I
path.
was
I
so
often
nervous.
this
I
time
wanted to
she
run
grabbed
without
me
beating
directly.
around
She
the
said,
bush at all.
"Can you be my boyfriend?"
I could clearly feel her body
Her voice
trembling.
was beautiful.
So beautiful. I wanted
She
to drown
said,
in it.
"I've
For
liked
3
you.
years.
I want
4
to be
months.
with you."
In 8 days.
I was stunned.
In
that
years
moment,
of regret,
it felt like a
vanished and her
dream
gaze
came true.
I
God
cried the
knows
whole
how
day,
I had
nearly
survived
4
every day.
years. I saw her
She
in
kept
my dreams
apologizing
and didn't
after
want to
I
wake
had
up.
written her a letter.
Later,
She realized
after
she
going
had
to
never
her
received
hometown,
it.
number
We
one,
found
in
out
that
later.
moment, I
So it
finally
wasn't that
let
she
go.
didn't
Just
reply.
a twist
She
of
said
fate.
she had
She came to
secretly
the art
loved me
school
for
to
many
kept
years
avoiding
too.
her. I didn't
When she
like
saw
her.
someone else confessing
She was
to
afraid.
me,
She
I'd
almost
really
lost
cried
it.
taken
Then
away
harder
all
all
day.
those
Then
3+
suffer
years
for
of
acting
longing.
skills
At a young
were
age,
outstanding.
she had already
Who would
won
have
Best
thought
Actress
that
close
was a
and
completely
noble
different
by
person in
Ningbing.
private?
We had both suffered
After we
for
got
too
together,
long. No matter
she
what
was
she did,
especially
sometimes
distant.
she was
When I
lukewarm
took the
towards me.
initiative
Her
to get
teasing
close,
made my
she
temper
was
flare.
always
From the
confused.
first time we
It had
got
already
together
been
until
felt
that
that if this
year.
kept going,
So
she would
I
freeze me
cried
away.
and ran away. I had only
home.
enjoyed a few
Before
peaceful
she
days.
came to the dating
After
show to
Bai
block
Ningbing
me,
said the
her
chocolate
eyes were
was
still
still
fixed on me.
face.
He
Flushed
just knew
red.
Bai
The
Ningbing
host then
liked him
asked
too.
the last
Teacher
person,
Xia,
have
you ever been in love?
Stares
The
straight
internet
at Bai
screaming,
Ningbing again.
wriggling.
Is he talking talking
crawling.
about Bai Ningbing.
It's he.
Ooh, I'm
so
so
excited.
excited.
It's a real couple.
Excited
This
voice
dating show was so
trembled, lowered his
thrilling.
head,
It's
and Shelly
confirmed
nodded.
from what
It's
he
Bai
means.
Ningbing,
They aren't
but
officially
already
together
like
yet.
each
That's
other.
right, isn't it?
I
don't care. They're already together.
In the live stream
Bai
camera,
Ningbing's
line of sight,
but the
was
guests
hard to
all
read.
actors who read expressions for a
Ningbing
living
practically
had the
could see
two
it
words
clearly.
after the
Fan
interaction
one
ended.
written
Darn
in
it.
it.
Until
Everyone
tomorrow
had to
to
send a
form pairs.
message
Back in my room.
to the
I
guests
took out
they
my
liked.
phone and finally
My
saw
agent
today's
kept
chaos.
reminding me to have
I
a better
couldn't be
attitude
hated by the
I
whole
muted the
internet.
company's
I'd already
messages.
earned
I
enough
did
money
all else
anyway.
failed.
In the blink
I
of an
quit
eye,
and
it was
retired.
time to
Right on
send the
time.
heart
A
flutter
message
text
came
without
into my phone.
thinking.
I
Sure
knew
enough,
it was
when
from
I opened
Bai
it,
Ningbing.
it was a paragraph.
I really want to take a
My
bite.
little
Every time
sweetheart.
she threw herself into
She
my
said,
arms,
I was
she
just
said
like
my
my
name.
How could I show that kind of message?
Then another message came into my phone.
male actor I didn't know
I
well.
really want the
Could you
art
teach me?
I was confused.
Why would he come to someone hated by the whole
accounts
internet
registered
like me?
by the
All
production
used real
team
names
as
I still hadn't
nicknames.
sent
I
a
hesitated
message.
for ages
After thinking
over
about
whether
it,
to
I decided not to.
In
Staying
the end,
peaceful for a
I
few
didn't
more days.
understand
Who I pair with
every
anymore.
message. So they
Had
would
to
definitely
definitely
on
new
one
drama.
snacks I brought.
And
After
started watching
thinking for a
drama.
moment,
Half an hour
I
later,
ordered
the
takeout
doorbell
too.
rang.
The moment the door
My
opened,
takeout was
I was
Bai was also
dumbfounded.
carrying
I
several
lacked
pieces
confidence
of
as I
chocolate.
tried to
Bai
close the
Ningbing
door
tilted
and
her
smiled.
head.
I'm
She
here
was
to bring you
very
chocolate.
young, and
So
twist
I
my way
simply
after
opened
coming
the
in.
door.
She
She
put
locked
the
the
things
door
on the
behind
table.
her. Although she said that
snacks
she was
isn't
unwrapping
good for your
chocolate, I
stomach
sat in the chair and inhaled
Bai
the rice
Ningbing
noodles
just
like a
watched me
snore.
with a
After I finished
smile.
eating,
Like a
her
little milk
expression
cat,
turned
she
pitiful.
asked,
I wiped
"Why
my
did you
mouth
abandon
and
me?"
rolled
Bai
my
Ningbing,
eyes at her,
who had been
and
agreed
immediately
tired
looked
of you.
like
I don't
she was
believe
about
it.
to cry.
I could never
Stretched
get tired of
gestured
you in
toward the
this
door
life.
and said,
I'm going to
"Believe it or
sleep.
not,
Go
go
back.
back." She
How
held
dare
it and
unruly.
looked at me
So what if we
pitifully.
get
Once
caught?
the show ends, you'll
If we're
disappear
caught,
again. I'll have a reason to
I
keep
couldn't be
you.
bothered
After
with
eating,
her.
I was
I
truly
yawned
sleepy
and
She
stood up.
suddenly
Like everyone
pounced
hugged
into
me
my
while
arms.
sitting
Her
on the
head
chair.
nestled
Her
into the
soft,
crook of my
sticky
neck.
voice was
Baby,
one outsiders
I've
have never
never
heard.
what I
To
did wrong,
death
okay?
these
I pushed
days.
her head away in disgust.
I
You're
can't
too
handle it
unexpectedly,
anymore.
she laughed
Isn't
out loud.
that because I'm
As
naturally
she
gifted?
spoke, she pulled me up.
I'll go back
Sleep with
early
me tonight.
and won't let
I
anyone
cried out in
catch us.
surprise.
I
I
held her waist.
broken up. The breakup is
Just like
invalid.
that.
Next day, I appeared on
Bai
camera with
Ningbing
huge
had
dark
taken
circles
care of
and
my
obvious
face,
marks,
saving me from
Bai
dying on the
Ningbing,
spot.
on the other
As if
hand,
something wonderful
looked
had
as soon
happened.
as the live stream started. Netizens mocked me.
Those
Stay up
dark
last
circles
night
are
because
so
some
heavy.
people
Getting cursed out.
overestimate
Look how
themselves
well our
can
sister
sleep.
being
I
slapped.
yawned and only washed my
I
face
tied my hair up
briefly.
casually.
That inhuman thing.
After just a few
She
days
even
apart,
threatened me.
she had
I
gone
really
beyond
whether
words.
I dare
Her
her
on
to
the
death.
director
had already asked us
messages
to
we
screenshot.
received.
He
and
was
now
sent to
looking
him.
at the two
This
of us
melon
happily.
made him the
When
first
Bai Ningbing
insider to
sent
know. Screenshot
it said,
appeared.
Bai
Little
Ningbing,
sweetheart,
Let's
hello,
get
Bai.
acquainted.
Hadn't
Fun
Best
you had
Actress
already
Bai and I and the
communicated
culprit
deeply
was
long
still
ago.
gloating. She had grabbed
When
my
I had
phone
no
last
strength
night
left, I only
and
hated
sent
that
that
message.
message
Director
woman in
directly
his life. The
displayed
first
the
ones
screenshots
some
along
live
the
messages
others.
got replies.
Then it was Xiaofeng's
Netizens
turn.
all
Did
guessed
not.
it
The
must be with
screenshots
Bai
appeared.
Ningbing.
I'm so
I
hungry.
really want to
Being.
eat your chocolate.
Below it was
What should I
empty.
do?
Bai
Netizens
Ningbing
comforted
hadn't
Xiaofeng.
replied.
Don't
Best
be
actress
afraid.
don't
Bai
care
is
about
always
what matters
level
is
things
that
like
she
she
has
has
Feng
Feng in her heart.
Bai
It was Bai
Ningbing.
Ningbing's
Hello?
turn.
Sweetheart?
Netizens
Let's get acquainted.
exploded for
What?
the
What?
actress Bai
Time.
sent
And
Feng
didn't
Yuan
reply
the
to
heart
my
text.
text.
God, I feel
What
like
is
the
going
sky
on?
has
Shameless.
split. Feng Yuan
What nonsense
actually
are you
seduced
saying?
Best
Your
Actress
Xiaofeng
Bai.
tried to
An
seduce
online
her,
war was
but
about
no
to
one
break
wanted
out.
him.
Appeared in the live
Feng
stream
Yuan.
too.
Already
Already Best
communicated
Actress
this time
Bai
long
and
ago.
a few fans
Oh my God,
exploded.
what is going on?
Is deep communication
Call the
what I think it
police.
is?
What the hell
Are
is
they
deep
playing this
communication?
while after all messages
Were
were
they put
shown
on the
in the
big
live
screen
stream?
in the hall?
Everyone present
They all looked
was
at the two of us.
stunned.
In an
It was
instant,
as if everyone
just wanted to
understood
crawl into
why
his
I
hole.
had dark
He
circles.
was
Covered his
Xiaofeng.
mouth
He
and
looked as if
Bai
towards
Ningbing
Sister
had
Baby
betrayed
Sister
him.
I know.
I would
I might
never
as well
come
quit
to
the
the
industry
looked at
with
me
eyes
smugly
deep
as water.
Mr.
She
Tianyuan,
walked up to
long
me
time
and
no
tilted
see.
her
Did
head.
everyone
Bai
remember
Ningbing had said
they
she was
instantly
dumped
knew I was
and
the
had
one
made
who
fun
dumped
of
her.
her.
A huge
Best
dating
actress
show to
find
I
me.
said, we agreed not to
How
go
to
public.
explain this
She
to your
smiled
company as if it had nothing
Without
to do
you,
with her.
what's the
Her
point
voice
of being
did not
best actress?
quiet, and the line
Xiaofeng
heard it.
seemed to be
His
shocked.
tears fell as if
So
they cost
don't
nothing.
think.
Why do I suddenly feel
He's
Xiaofeng is so
crying
fake?
nonstop over this.
This wild
Best
ship
actress
is
Bai
actually
knew
kind
Feng
of
Yuan,
Yuan
but
likes
don't forget,
chocolate. They've already
I
broken
still
up.
ship
The
Feng
online
Bing.
tide had already
the
begun to
internet was
shift.
all
The
scolding
show
me.
still
Give
had
up
to
caring.
continue.
The 5 groups
According
were
to
set
I was with Bai
The
Ningbing.
first game was
I
you
was
guessed I
responsible.
draw.
Was
Wow, 5 groups
responsible
played
for
at the same
guessing.
time.
I
I
took the
streamed.
paper and looked at the
After
word to guess.
thinking,
I
drew a
didn't
circle on
believe
the
she could
paper.
guess it. I looked at her provocatively. Bai Ningbing Ningbing raised her brows chin on one hand. She looked at me.
How could she remember that?
Shuji hotpot.
How did she
It's
get
over.
that?
Looks like they're truly
I
an
wonder if
inspired
they
couple.
can get back together.
I still remembered our
It was
first
at
date.
Shuji
We went
Hop
too
Pot
late that
no
day,
seats
so we
inside.
squatted together by the
Holding
tree
a
twig
twig.
outside.
I drew
I
circles
thought
while
I was
talking.
the only one who
I
remembered
didn't
it so
expect
deeply.
she could guess
I
from one
refused to
circle.
accept
The
it.
next picture
Even
was
I
very
couldn't bear
abstract.
to look at
Guessed
it
lightly again.
I truly wondered if her
There were
brain
10
had been
words. She
modified
guessed all 10
and we were the
correctly.
fastest
I'd
group to
originally
finish,
so I could
to
be
make
eliminated.
eliminated. for one game.
I didn't expect this
My
at
fans
all.
could finally
But
hold their
Bai
heads
Ningbing's
high.
fans, many others who
dug up
disliked
all my
me.
old
None of those
scandals.
scandals were
They
true.
were all paparazzi rumors.
There was also Xiaofeng
because
saying I
he
had
wasn't
pushed him.
couldn't be filed
He
as a
hadn't
case at
clearly
all.
said
But
I
every
pushed him.
sentence
Our two fan
hinted it
bases
was
started fighting.
Whenever Xiaofeng's
They were
fans
attacked
spoke,
by
the
several
internet
sides.
was
I only
arguing
wanted to go back
fiercely.
and
The other
sleep.
4 groups were
Bai
still
Ningbing
guessing with
great
great effort
effort.
of me.
Am
How
I
was
amazing?
expression asking
It was a
for
look
praise
no one
was
else
especially
had. I
beautiful.
forced a smile.
You did well.
I really couldn't
I'll
resist
add a
it like
drumstick
this.
for you.
Quite handle
Wow,
it.
wow, wow.
Is this milk cat look?
Looking back
really
at
Best
Best Actress
Actress
Bai,
so
helping
sweet.
when
When
are they
you
getting
I
back
can't
together?
wait.
She popped her chin and
Was the
stared at
chocolate
me
good
without
last night?
blinking. I only
Because I was
sent you
afraid
2 pieces.
why are you
Eat too
saying
much
everything
and
out
have a
loud?
date.
Sweetheart, nighttime sweets, and
Is
deep
it what I think
communication.
it is?
Is it what I think
The
it is?
comments went crazy.
They never broke
Wriggling
up at all.
if they broke
Screaming
up
after
and
eating
crawling.
chocolate.
Tian Yuan got even sweeter.
I had no
Might
idea
say
what
next.
this meant.
At that moment, the game time
Unsurprisingly,
ended. The
we were
guests
first.
stood in a row.
Xiaofeng's
eyes were red.
It's all
as he
because
started
I'm
his
too dumb.
dreaming
We
process.
definitely would have
I
gotten
glanced
first
at him
too.
unhappily.
I didn't want to
He
bother
really
with
was
him.
pushing
See,
his
I was
luck.
so happy.
Bai Ningbing
I think
immediately
I'll never
now
work
on.
with teacher Xiaofeng again.
little face
He looked
instantly
like he was
turned
about to
pale. Bai
collapse.
Ningbing continued
Once she
to
met my
ignore
eyes,
him.
she
turned back into that
After
clingy
that,
milk cat look.
Xiaofeng
He
was
was completely
absolutely
out of
even
it.
his fans
Lunch
was
embarrassed
cooked
by the
This
guests
was also
together.
a segment many netizens
The
looked forward
ingredients
to.
had been prepared
This
by
time,
the
there
crew
were
and
no
everyone
divisions.
found
To lower my
something to do.
presence,
I moved a small stool to the
One
corner
of the
and peeled
actresses
vegetables.
beside me
Her name
cheerfully.
was
She was
Chao
also
Lan.
a rising
Feng
actress.
Yuan.
Are you really dating Best
Chao
Actress
Lan's
Bai?
eyes were full of
I answered
gossip.
honestly.
We broke
She
up.
instantly
We're not dating.
became a gossip
But
master.
you two don't look
Really?
broken up.
Online.
Really?
Hurry and ask
my
more
mouth
for
say
me.
it.
I can't wait
Could
to
our
hear.
Best Actress Bai fall
Have you
for a
all
man like
forgotten
him?
Feng
He
Yuan's
pushed
dirty
Xiaofeng.
scandals.
The internet have no
Is your
memory.
Xiaofeng some
He's
good
so
person?
fake and
Netizens
annoying.
started
I smiled
fighting
at
again.
This
Lan.
potato is so hard to peel.
Feng Yuan,
We
hurry and
entertainment
tell us.
people don't
You
have
two
much
haven't worked
gossip to
together
enjoy.
either.
Which looked
That
like it
gave
would
me a
stick to
headache.
me if I didn't
Exactly
answer.
loved listening
After
to
she
expired
passed other
gossip for a while.
actresses
They
also
started
gathered
gossiping
around.
together.
Rolled up the sleeves
From
of her
time to
shirt.
time,
That
she
face
smiled
and
at me.
perfect
Even
figure.
washing vegetables
The
looks
cameraman
seductive.
didn't miss a
Netizens
single shot.
pulled out
Only
screenshots
then
from
did they
earlier live
belatedly
streams.
realize
The
what she had
vegetables
been
were
through
all
that.
packed with
Bai
prepared
Ningbing
vegetables.
took the
She tilted her
vegetables
head.
I handed
How
her. The
should we
dry
cook
pot
the
potatoes
potatoes?
you've
My
always
face
liked
quickly
heated up.
lowered my head.
Let's
Everyone's
ask
eating
everyone's
together.
Xiaofeng gritted his teeth
Unwilling,
while
he
looking
came
at
straight
us
over.
pitiful
He
big
said,
eyes.
I like
Can
cooking
Sister
potatoes.
Bai make that too?
Rejected
No,
him
then I'll like
mercilessly.
anything Sister
His
B
skin
can make.
suddenly
I
became
silently rolled
incredibly
my
thick.
sister being over and
The people
over.
beside us
He was
all
really
said what they
forcing
wanted to
himself
eat.
in.
We still chose
Bai
the dry
Ningbing,
pot
she
potatoes.
handled
I
all
liked
kinds of vegetables
praised her
with
cooking.
particular
Online compliments
professionalism.
had her toss the wok.
I remembered how she used to cook
She knew
delicious
everything
food
I
for
liked
me
to
Every
eat.
dish was something
The
she
corner
had
of my
carefully
mouth
chosen
left
without
green
my
tea
realizing.
Xiaofeng.
Started
Sister
talking
Bing
again.
is so really
Capable.
jealous of
He
Brother
used to be
Feng
able
Yuan.
to eat Sister
If it
Bing's
were me,
cooking
I could never
all the
bear to
time.
leave
The
Sister Bing.
atmosphere suddenly
After Bai
became a little
Ningbing, she
awkward
turned
and
frying
said
a dish.
seriously, this is just
never
playful
truly
fun
broke
between
up.
lovers.
You'll never become
Third,
Feng Yuan.
put
away those tricks you used to
I
fool
haven't
fans.
settled the matter of
As
you
soon
friendly
as
whether
the N-word
online
came
or
out,
whether the director.
The company
Everyone froze.
was Xiaofeng.
Holy crap!
What?
Best
Holy
actress.
crap!
Hi, set
God!
Is Xiaofeng going
What
to
setup?
collapse?
It was actually a setup.
Our Feng Yuan finally getting through
visibly
this. No one
trembling.
expected Bai Ningbing
She
to
turned
be
back
so
and
merciless.
continued cooking.
We can eat
No
in
rush.
a few minutes after being exposed
Xiaofeng
like
ran
this.
away with
The
a
director
pale
was
face,
so frightened.
flying.
He quickly
Coincidentally,
paused the
and
live
all the
stream.
dishes
were ready,
so they carried the dishes
Bai
over
Ningbing
and
sat
started
down,
held
held
my
my
hand.
hand.
Leaned
And
to my ear.
under the table.
Said,
From now on,
"Good.
I'll be
I'll
more
listen to you
careful with how far
my
I go.
face instantly
Wasn't
turned
this woman
red
afraid
down to
other
my neck.
people
The
would
people
hear?
at the table
They
smiled
started
knowingly.
listening to Bai
Xiaofeng
Ningbing
knew
talk
nothing
about
all
returning to
this.
his room. He
Soon,
smashed
he
things
posted
like
crazy with
unwavable.
insinuations
There was also
in the
along
matter
with
of
several
claiming
other
I
those
pushed
things
him.
were
He
being
spread
spread
online
online.
for the
Wanted to
first time.
repeat his
His
old
fans
tricks
plotted
and
under
step
both
on
our
her
houses,
to rise, saying Bai
uncovering
Ningbing
for
was
my
slandering
slandering
changed
him.
my
But I
opinion
didn't
of
expect
Feng
Best
Yuan.
Actress Bai
Feng
and him to be
Yuan
birds of a
actually
feather.
hurt Feng
Must
Feng
have finally
so
had
many
enough, so he
times.
posted it. So shameless.
Fang Yuan used dirty deals to try to steal Xia Feng's role.
Fan Yuan
is
so
so
vicious
vicious because
Xia
Xia Feng refused
We
to
all
keep
dispersed.
recording
I
for
went
the
back to
time
my
being
room
and realized
I
this
couldn't
was his
understand how
disgusting
such
my
a
agent
existed.
called she was indignant
Running
for me.
into an opponent
Fang
like this
Yuan
in your
really
life
hard on
smeared.
you.
It's not like we don't
Just
have
hammer
evidence.
him
My
to death.
agent strongly supported me.
I've
Then post
disliked that
evidence.
dog
Before,
Xiao Feng
when
even
he
hadn't
hadn't
posted
now
these
he
things,
wants
wanting
to
to
blame
trap
me for
himself.
just
Evidence
him.
was soon posted
All
on my
kinds of
Weibo.
videos
He
showed
accused me of
everything
giving him
clearly, but it
laxatives
turned
on the
out
red carpet.
he was
Later,
the one who
by a
drugged
twist
me.
of
As a
fate,
result, He
drank
didn't
it after
to
the
walk the
event.
carpet.
They all
Only
felt
showing
wild
videos.
tide rushed
Some people really
towards
spread
me.
rumors out
I
of
watched
thin air.
all the
If
videos.
he hadn't been pushed
Fang
too
Yuan
far,
would
I
still
really
be
admire
enduring
Fang
his
Yuan's
doesn't fight.
patience.
No wonder
Best Actress
I
Bai
wrongly
likes
blamed
him.
him
Thinking
for
about that pushing incident
was
now,
probably Xiao
look,
Feng's setup
Director
too.
Li
Fang Yuan
posted a
never
statement.
had
Director
any
Li
casting
announced
couch
his
scandal
scandal
in his
was
room.
doomed.
He kept crying.
Many
Bai
statements
Ningbing
playing the
also
victim.
quickly
But
spoke
none
out
of
at
this
work.
police.
Xia Feng
I
would
ate
soon
snacks
be
while
invited
waiting
in
for
for
the
just
production
then,
team's
the
arrangement.
doorbell rang.
My
It
face
had
turned
to be
red
Bai
actually
before I
because
even
that
opened the door.
I didn't have that much
How could I
Bai
possibly
Ningbing
get
outside
red
the door.
carpet
She
surveillance
coaxed
footage?
I brought your favorite
Little
chocolate.
Tian
This
Yuan.
time, I brought
Are
many
you sure you don't
kinds.
want to
With my
eat?
hand on the doorknob, I smiled and
If I
said,
open the
I
door,
won't.
I'll fall into your
broken
trap.
up. But
It's
that
a
makes
little
me like it
exciting.
even more. A
Open
lot of
the door
paparazzi
quickly.
hearing that, I immediately
After she
opened the
came
door
in,
for
she
her.
was casually
A
locked
large crowd of
behind her.
paparazzi
The director complained
really
and
had
knocked
come
on the
upstairs.
behind the
Security
paparazzi door was
them.
shut
She
firmly.
turned back
Her
and
eyes
smiled
were
at me.
as hungry as
Then I
swallows.
snatched
the chocolate from her
Stingy.
hand.
Is this
After
your
pieces
attitude
of chocolate
when chasing
and
someone?
she
You can
obediently
send me
threw
away.
herself
She
into my arms.
pettishly.
Little Tian Yuan,
Baby,
don't be
yes,
angry.
I was
and
wrong.
we slept
We
together.
can never be separated
enjoyed
in
the
this life.
smoothness
It's not
of
like
the
it's a
chocolate.
big
So what
deal.
if
You
we
don't like
slept
me
together?
anymore.
She lifted her head and
I
looked
was as
at me
heartless
pitifully.
as a scumbag.
Then you
performance.
won't test my
I looked at
performance
her
now.
throat and swallowed.
Why did that throat seem
What was
even
going
tastier
on?
than
Gently.
chocolate?
Will you marry
Little
me?
Tian Yuan.
I sank into her gentle
In a
embrace.
cat-like
voice, I replied,
In the
"Why
end,
don't you marry
the
me?"
show
Xiao
continued
Feng
as
was
normal
scolded by the whole
because of
internet.
various charges.
Even
He
if
wouldn't
did
get
get
out
out
anytime
I
soon.
recommend
I'm
would
afraid
be long
this
gone.
replaced
Sister.
Xia
The
Feng's
effect
spot.
was good.
Soon,
Netizens forgot
Bai
that
Ningbing
Xiao
and
Feng
I
even
stayed
existed.
in one
Kept
group
taking
for
it
all
was
the days.
effortless.
Real couples are
It's
still the
sweet
best
enough to
without
show
those
me.
annoying
The show
people.
became much
Don't
more comfortable
mention
to watch.
unlucky people.
Feng Yuan's
I
acting
rewatched
so
his
good.
dramas and
Anthony
realized
turned
he
to secretly
secretly posted more
There
short
were
videos
videos of me
online,
sponsoring
sponsoring children
old
to go
lady
to
fighting
school.
relief and donating
I had
blood.
almost forgotten those
I didn't
things
know where she
myself.
found those
She proudly
videos.
claimed credit from me.
Every move Little Tian
Even
Yuan
if it were
makes,
only
I
a
couldn't
video
bear
or
to
to
delete
such
it.
a bright and kind
known
little
only
Tian
to
Yuan.
me.
I want everyone to know that's such a
Just
wonderful
as she
Tian Yuan
expected.
belongs
Soon
to
became
me.
known in
Bai
the
Ningbing.
entertainment
I was
industry.
simply
Unlike
myself.
people who created
I felt
sisters,
good.
finally made
Charged.
it.
Let's see who
On a
still
sunny,
doesn't like Fang
breezy
Yuan.
day.
I thought it was just an
I
ordinary
discussed
day
my next
and
film
confirmed
with
that I
director
would play
Li.
the
Director
male
Li's
lead. I casually
company.
opened my
Then I
phone
was
and took
told
a look.
the whole
More
internet
than half of netizens
were commenting under my
Fang Yuan
Weibo.
married
Bai
Bai
Ningbing
Ningbing loves Fang Yuan to death.
Let's help Bai Ningbing propose.
Little Tian
Marry
Yuan,
her,
marry her.
Suddenly,
I was
a car
completely
door
confused
opened
and
in the
got out of
parking
the
lot.
car.
A large
I
crowd
seemed
of
to
fans
see
and
a prince
reporters
on a white
followed
horse
instantly
behind her.
slowed
We
down.
thought those words that night
thought
had
we were
already
already
naturally
proposed.
together.
Still didn't want me to be
She
wrong.
made such a grand scene for
I
me to
hadn't even
propose.
heard a hint
The
of
fans
it.
all held red
Blessings
roses.
and cheers filled the
I
air.
only saw the
but I
person
couldn't
walking
hear anything.
toward me.
She walked up
My
to me
eyes
and took out a
filled
paper
with
ring she had
remembered
woven herself.
that this paper ring
She
had
had
been in the
actually
lost
found
letter.
that
I took the
letter.
paper ring and
More
knelt
than
on
3
one knee.
years of
But
secret
from now
love
on,
had been
only
bitter.
sweetest
We
would
got married.
remain.
That wedding went viral in
I
every
received
corner of the
lessons
world.
from
Be the
all over the
happiest
world.
person in the world.